and Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. White, the man in motion. White will go in motion right. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. In motion left, White. In motion right is White. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Walker. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Duke Riley with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded just inside the 20. Slips past him. Where'd he go? Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Ryan on first down. That's complete right around the 8. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope. The good things are in store here today.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And to give this time to the tailback. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him to just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. To throw is Walker. On 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kevin Pierre-Louis in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17. And now running right through it. The first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They go play action here on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Floyd coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Gabriel. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Darkwa fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. In motion goes the tight end. A first throw for the backup Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to get him for a loss of 5. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. First throw now for the backup Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken right around the 44. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 9-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Duke Riley coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's Trubisky to throw, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The slot man in motion right. And the slot man goes in motion left. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Freeman again. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Gabriel, the man in motion. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. He's got a first down and more past the 30. He's got daylight past the 20, 10, 5, and all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
2nd down now after the pass completion. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Kevin Pierre-Louis in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. They go play action. Trubisky flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, it's Coleman. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
31 yards there and a 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now Freeman, he's been busy today, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here we go. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Trubisky will throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Duke Riley in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. And it is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vic Beasley in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. They run. Devontae Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. and that way you often control the game.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. The slot man in motion right. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They go play action with Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Ryan wants to throw it. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Atlanta, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco. They'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.